Nicky, first of all, I want to dispel the rumour that you only give reports to me or chats when you win, because I've done a couple the last couple of weeks, and for one reason or other they haven't worked out. No fault of yours, just a software problem. But today, well, where do we start, eh?
Honestly,
let me throw something at you then. Right, as I understand it, Jake was made an offer by a club not a million miles away from us, and a very good offer. But you take the story out from there.
Yeah, obviously we've had an approach for Jake, and I said I wouldn't stand in his way. Obviously the club wouldn't. If it was a better club, then yeah, he can go, because he's a better player than this league. No disrespect to Jake Beecroft, what I've seen out there today, he's a million miles better. But what he said to me, he wants to fight for this club, he wants to stay here, and he wants to improve and develop under my leadership, which for me made me feel proud. And I gave him the number 7 shirt today, and he wore it with distinction, he wore it with class, and it was just pure class today, and you've seen that.
For those that don't know about the number 7 shirt, who normally wears that?
Yeah, that's normally mine.
Yeah. And you have worn that throughout your career, I believe.
I've always worn it, and it's a number that I love, and I've always been associated with it. It's a lucky number for me, and I give Jake Beecroft a 7 shirt because he's a class player.
And Jake had a very big hand in the whole game, but particularly the last 2 goals.
Yeah, it was absolutely. And I said to another reporter, you know, on another day, them goals there, they graced the Premier League. You know, the way we passed it. I mean, Jake Beecroft goal alone, the way he manoeuvred the ball to create the little opening and put it in the top corner, it was like no backlift, just like wow, you know.
Where did that come from?
Well, I knew where it come from because he was a good player, you know, and obviously the 4th goal was collectively a team goal, was just
fabulous.
As good as any counter-attacking team in the land, you know. We've got our centre half, left centre half, Ollie Lee, picks the ball up, wins it. James Morris plays out wide, little 1-2, and Beecroft's quality puts it in, and a flying diving header from my left centre half in their box, you know. It just shows you what confidence can actually do, you know.
Well, as the boys were coming off, 1 or 2 of the supporters shouted out, you know how good that feels, let's take that forward into the next game, and that's the feeling you want, isn't it?
It is, and we've played Faversham, we're on a real good run, you know, in their backyard. They're second in the league, we've just turned them over 4-1, it could have been more goals, to be fair, and if it doesn't give them confidence to believe that you're in a false position in this league, then nothing ever will.
No, that's true.
And we've got a very, very talented bunch here, but at times they go fragile, they go a little bit brain dead, a little bit rookie, naive, whatever you want to call it. And that's why I put Mev there. You know, he's centre half today. I put him in there. He was organised, and it was good that we got 2 days training this week. You know, after last week, I felt getting on the training ground is the best place to be, and we've got organised, we've got self-belief back, and I've got to say, my giant centre forward, Dave Raggett, he was absolutely outstanding. You know, it took him a little bit of while to get into it, a little bit nervous, but he's got some talent. He's just like his brother, you know, Sean, who's at Dover, we've had early in the season. You know, they're both 6'4", 6'5". Put him up top today, just give us that bit of strength we needed, you know. And he ran his socks off, and
he was exhausted at the end.
Second half, he was a proper thorn in their side.
He was.
He gave their two centre halves a real good run around, and that's where Jake Beecroft's 3rd goal came from. You know,
yes.
It was his run that got him in there. He got ahead of the right back, won the ball, set it up, went into the middle of the park, and Jake Beecroft did what Jake does. You know, a bit of skill, put in the top corner. Still isn't goal of the season. I think mine's goal of the season still.
You would say that. You would say that.
I'm delighted. But
yeah, and the 2nd goal came from him as well, Big Raggett, because he knocked it on for Buster, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He flipped it on, and he's different, and there's not many people of his size in this league. And
no.
He gives you something different. I'm really pleased, and he's delighted, and the boys are really taking to him really well. And I'm glad I brought another guy in, Billy Cobb. You know, he's come from Sunday, Saturday League local football in Medway Towns, and he's got a proper weapon in his throw.
He certainly has.
And, I brought him on. He needs to get fitter. He knows that. He's well aware of that, but he's got a real weapon later on in the game. If you need to go along and get throws in the box, he's got a Rory Delap throw, and their manager hadn't seen it, you know, and he said, well, where have you got him from? And his throw's unreal, you know. But
good.
yeah, I'm delighted, and the way we bounced back after Saturday, real encouragement.
A couple of difficult games coming up though. We've got Faversham away on Tuesday night, followed up by Walton. Yeah,
the old 6 pointers. I said to the boys in my team talk, you know, I said we've got 11 games left. Right, let's have an 11-game league now. Can we be top of the league on 11 games? And that was a challenge to them.
What a fantastic thing to throw down to them.
Let's try and win the league in 11 games. If we do that, we'll be well up the table. You know, we won't be looking backwards no more. We'll be looking forwards, and it'll be another season where you go, God, what if only, and we've got to finish on a high, because I want to keep a majority of this team. You know, I need to bring a few in, but I want to keep the majority. I want to build the team around like the Beecrofts, the Morrishes, the Everetts. You know, and these are the kind of players. Tom Brunt's terrific today. You know, he showed his league class today.
You kept faith with these boys, I've got to say.
I did.
And
don't become bad players overnight. As you see there, you know, we went to Maidstone, outplayed them, didn't get the right result. Sittingbourne, that was a Sittingbourne performance. That was
a great performance at Sittingbourne.
And we totally dominated the Sittingbourne game. 22 shots at goal, but we just didn't get the look in front of goal like the first goal with Tom Brunt's. The keepers made a howler and that just
settled us, didn't it? Yeah, it did.
You know,
we played some good football there.
We did.
You know, up until half time, I don't think they really threatened us at all, did they?
Had one chance. One long ball through the middle. You know,
Keeper did well,
but I'm really pleased, and long may it continue. You know, the good thing is we've got another quick game in a short space of time. You know, the Horsham game, can we take that performance on again?
Absolutely. Well, Nicky, it sounds as if you're consolidating, you're building for next year, aren't you?
Yeah, of course we are. We are. But for me personally, it's nice to have a good weekend for a change. Because I haven't been liking Saturdays. I haven't been liking it. But obviously you could settle down, and I said to the boys, look after yourselves over the weekend, do it professionally, don't be going amateurish and non-league style. Going out drinking it up. We've got a massive game ahead of us against Horsham, so hopefully they'll take that on board.
Lovely, thanks Nick, and lovely to see a smile on your face.
Cheers.